So now the week going forward, head back over the 2-hour chart. So the week going forward, we know that if we take a look at where our weekly trend is developing, it's right over here at 87.8. So it depends where we close on this day, but it'll be around this price, around this area. This is where our trade, so around the, let's call it the 88 level, is where the price, that's where our target is. Our price is short-term bounce up to 88 and then short down. It might not get there. We might just keep falling, but there's nothing we can do about that, right? If that falls, then our weekly trade fails and we just go for our day-to-day, and you can make up the money that way. But that's the bet we're going to make. So chances are we're going to be ending around 88. And it seems like a strong point because this other level, this daily level here at 88.2, also wasn't mitigated. And so it's no, when things like this is here, the weekly is going to be here. There's going to be enough strength, I think, to move us up to there and then roll over. And if we take a look, let's take a look at the trends. Yeah, so we're in this triangle right now. I don't know if you can see it. This triangle over here. And often what I found Bitcoin does is when you're in this pennant, so when you're in this triangle like this, and it's I forget the name. It's not an ascendant triangle because that would be like this, and it's not a bearish triangle because then it would be like this. It's an indecision one. It's when it's like exactly like this, it means we don't know. So oftentimes I've seen with Bitcoin, when you get this price action, that we get this fake out towards the bottom, and then a break up and back into here, and now people go, "Hey, wait, what's going on?" And then we move sideways. So we'll see. It would make sense for me for the price to get back up to 88, and if it does, then we get a potential to make 6%, which is 300%.
Were you saying something about liquidity?
Did I do the wrong math last time for the other thing? I might have done. Yeah, so liquidity, if we take a look at it, liquidity starts to pick up in April, the beginning of April. And until then, we're neutral to bearish.
I see.
And whenever I see these waves, so if we take a look at the, let me hide this again. Our waves over here, this wave, it's headed up towards our level here, our $74,000 level. And when I see the convergence like this, I go, okay, so then we're going to fall somewhere between. So our week ends over here, and the next one's going to be over. What's the next week? This ends here on this. So the 17th would be over here. Okay, so maybe we don't fall to the. Maybe we only fall to there the week after, the week of the 17th, because that would coincide with where this is headed up. And then we would fall, and then it'd be just like over here, where we fall into this level, and then move up. I just wanted to mention the reason I look at those levels. If I were just to, let me just give you a simple example over here. If I take a look at waves, so you'll notice that this red area, this is the yearly average. It's only really when we break that, when we break below that, then the bullish cycle trend is broken. So here it breaks, we hit lower. Here it breaks, confirms, and then heads to the cycle low. Here during COVID, you see how it fell here to support, bounced up, and then broke underneath it, and then came back right back up to it.
Yeah.
Here again, this is the yearly average. We fall, we bounce up into it, and then over. And then again, and then when we break out to bullish, it's the same thing again. We break out to bullish by crossing over this level. We break out to bullish by crossing over this level. And so to me, I'm looking for, if I were to be bearish on Bitcoin towards the cycle low, I need to see a break of this level, which right now sits at 66. So I guess around it would be coincided. This could move all the way up to like our $74,000 price level, exactly as Bitcoin gets to that price.
Hmm.
So then we have max fear, and then do we bounce over there? Is this a people's head pull off? People go short, and then as people go short, what happens there? You get this thing where people are overly positioned. Um, if we take a look at our liquidation chart, uh, people are overly positioned for the short. That's what this is showing over here. And then because of that, you get this when the price moves up, they get liquidated, 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 and all this becomes buying pressure. But that's a story for another day. All right. Well, that's it for Sunday Feel for this week. You have any questions, Peter?
Yeah, actually, not a question, but I want to give you an opportunity. Last week, I think you said something like you weren't sure if you said something explicitly. Did you do that this
Yeah.
week?
So the weekly level that we're going to be targeting, we're going to be expecting that to be 88, around 88,000. You'll know it from your indicator. For those of you who have the indicator, you'll know from the indicator. I'll even tweet it out what the exact level is, and that's where you would be going long, basically from now. Actually, I should put on my long trade. Long from now, although usually wait around 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, go long, and then stack your sats as you move up, and then you short from 88, unless price action shows differently, but you short from 88. And that would be the weekly trade. As we've been seeing, the weekly trade has basically been completing within a day or two. I was all proud. Sometimes it would take like, it'd be 7 days before it worked. And now it's happening within a day or two. So that would be the weekly trade. And then from there, you're trading daily if you're interested in doing the daily trades. If you have the stomach, the internal fortitude in order to do it. But follow me on Twitter or X, Twitter X at Sacred Profit. And you're going to get to see me come out of my shell a little bit and I tell people the price. And always message me. If you message me in the comments, message me on Twitter. I'm very likely to answer. If you use emojis, exclamation points, and you address me as sir, even more so. Even more so. All right, so that's it. Let's get back to trading.
All
Later,
right,
folks.
make sure that long is on.